What's up, everyone? El the Alchemist here. Today I'm with Illuminate, and we're doing the first paranormal investigation. And we're going to Okie Pinokie, which is in Peru, Indiana. And I actually went here before about, I would say, probably about 15 years ago. And so I've been really excited to check out the locations that I can get to pretty easily. And I have my helper in the back seat, Poop. I hope Poop is doing really well. He's definitely a guardian of the car, and also he just gets you motivated, you know? Like, you're able to just let go and say, Poop's got it. So flush away all the worry. So yeah, this place has been known for many murders that occurred here. And it also was an Indian burial ground way back when the settlers were coming here from the colonies. So part of going to these different ghost investigations isn't just getting things as evidence for the paranormal, but also to set free all the spirits that have been stuck and want to move forward, and whatever that means for them. So we'll just dive on to this, and can't wait to see what we find. All right, Poop, if you could just watch the car, make sure everything's okay, and don't get yourself possessed by anything. So we're officially entering in here. They said the road was closed, but looks like the path is open, so, you know.
Hopefully this is the right path.
Watch out for mud already. Classic. This is why you bring this right here. This is why you bring extra pairs of shoes.
Are you sure this is the path? We don't have to walk on the road?
So the road was closed, so we had to take that little detour. So now we're just here.
I just heard something.
I did too. I heard a crack, but that could be anything. This is crazy here in the middle of the street.
Lived on the road and we see this very peculiar piece of nature, almost like it's trying to warn us of something that's down the road, or as an emblem. So we'll see what's down here.
So this is an EMF detector, and if you aren't already aware about it, it's used on most paranormal investigations, and you always want to have one of these at hand and make sure that your phone is on airplane mode so that you don't have anything interfering with the research that you're doing at the time. And also be aware of any cellular towers that are going on, because they also emit that. But it's a great way to see whether or not a forest, a house, or anything else has any haunting or activity going on of psychic phenomenon.
So we're nearing the end of the road here and I'm starting to hear water. We've watched a couple videos on this location and it appears that there's some sort of river or stream, and we're going to inspect it right now to see that area and see if it's the one that they've been talking about.
I just want to make this very clear. We're only horsing around here, okay? This right here is the exact location that we watched and did our research at. We saw the people show up here, and this is where it all begins. We're gonna go ahead and use the voice box, and every time we use the voice box, the quality of the film is going to go down just because we only had one camera. The other camera went out. So if you don't see any footage, you will have the actual audio of it, but when it comes down to the footage and everything, it just matters how it renders out. So I just wanted to give that heads up before we do this and see what we pick up. Are there any spirits with us right now? Right behind you?
It
Yes.
said yes.
Are you guys are you wanting to leave and move on and pass on? Wouldn't happen. No, it will happen. No, seriously. Spirits, you can show up. Is, is the spirit of Stephanie here? And do you want to be freed? Or are you already gone? So we've been searching up and down all around for this tree, and nothing so far has popped out at us. So we're gonna go back to the place that's most haunted, that has the most activity, and start messing with some EMF and see what we can bring about and whip out the ghost box again.
Hey everyone, after walking just about a mile down the road, we've arrived to the area with the most rumored paranormal activity. And it is rumored that in this area there is bodies that are buried around here, right all around this circle. There's many things that have happened here, one of which was this was a Native American stomping grounds, so there was Native Americans out here. There was a story about a young girl named Stephanie who was 7 years old. She was abducted, taken out here, and tied to a tree and abused by a man and possibly even murdered. So some say that you can find that tree and that you can find the markings where she was bound to the tree. We're going to be searching for that tree to see if we can set free the energy and clear the energy of that space. And we're going to do some investigating with the EMF reader. So let's get to that.
It has been green essentially the entire time on this investigation, so we'll see if we can't get some things that start popping up here shortly. So actually flowing water is a form of mild exorcism. So if you were to get in the shower, let the rain hit you, it actually does help perform mild exorcisms. So if anything gets attached to you, it's a good way to get things unattached. So going by this river just gave me that reminder, and you know, sometimes you get things caught on cameras, sometimes you don't, but it's all about staying in the state of flow.
So this little bit of land by the waterfront is obviously where there's been lots of human activity, because water is where humans go when they're in an area, and this is the end of the road, so it's almost the end of the trail that's beaten down and paved. So in this area, whoever was around here, the Native Americans, any settlers or old timers that lived out here, they would have obviously went to this river here, and they would have used this water and lived by this water. So this is a prominent area, and it's right down the path here from that enclosure up there where we were just at, where the bodies were supposedly buried around that area. So on that stance, we know that part now, and we're gonna go from here and do some more readings, and then we're gonna end off with a cleansing and a clearing of the area. All right, so we are at the most active area of Okie Pinokie Park, and we went ahead and we did a circle here, and we have candles, and we're gonna light the candles so that any stray spirits that may need help are attracted to the light, because not only are these candles a physical light, but on the spiritual plane of energy, that flame and that spiritual flame is there too. So the flame is a portal to the spiritual realm, and we're going to use that to draw in stray spirits. And then we're going to ask that they be guided to the place that serves their highest good and potential. And then we're going to go from there.
And we have also some frankincense and myrrh, which is a way to give honor to any of the spirits that may want to stay here, but just want to be drawn to this location, and also a form of purification. And they would always give frankincense and myrrh to kings for just the royalty of the essence of that incense, and to give that homage to the spirits that have been here, and also giving them an active gateway to be able to leave with peace and harmony. I think that that's one of the biggest things this world needs. And so we're going to fire those up, and we'll let the readings just kind of stay all natural and go from there.
So not only will we have the 4 candle flames here, we will have embers for each of these 10 incense sticks. We'll have 4 candle flames, and we'll have 10 incense sticks with embers. And even those embers are a form of ether fire that is a portal to, as a light. So we're using light to attract these stray spirits. And El, the alchemist, went ahead and used some of his black web around the circle even. So we're going to see if we can draw in any spirits that need help or that need deliverance from this area. And we'll see what happens. We have the EMF reader right here, and we'll see if that thing picks up any paranormal activity there.
Perfect.
This is a bullet casing that we found on the ground. Someone's been shooting guns out here. Something to keep in mind as we're doing this clearing is we're going to be walking in a counterclockwise manner. And this is because of the energy direction. When you're going clockwise, you're going through the clock. And when you're going counterclockwise, the clock is coming towards you. So the reason we're walking in a counterclockwise manner is because we are lifting the energy here, and we're lifting the negativity, and anything that needs to be lifted, we are lifting it up. So as we're doing this cleansing, make sure you keep an eye on the EMF meter, see if it jumps out of the green zone, and see if we can get any spirits to change the EMF of that meter.
So as Illuminate was explaining the rotation in the circle, I had felt the degrees drop about 5 degrees. And it's not like bone chilling, but even right now I can feel just like a little gust of cold going on in our area. And what it really got me to feel what we should do to amplify this even more. Before we left, I put a radionics box on that would help amplify all psychic activity on our adventure. And as we're walking here counterclockwise and pulling in the energy, I'm going to be saying Ik Korm Kusuma, spiritual desire manifested, over and over and over and over. So it's going to basically bring this vortex of power and sucking in anything that desires to go through that portal and be able to have that release it's been looking for.
If there are any spirits in this area who would like to be known or would like to be delivered from the area, you can come to us now and come to this light. I light this candle to deliver any spirit or soul in this area that would like to be delivered and freed. With the power of this light, we deliver any soul or spirit that would like to move on from this place. And as I light this frankincense and myrrh, may it cleanse the area of any negativity that no longer serves this place.
I'm going to start building the vortex. Any spirit who wants to be freed
this will be your gateway. The destination is your choice. Ik kom kusuma. Ik kom kusuma. Ik kom kusuma. Ik kom kusuma. Ik kom kusuma.
That's fine.
You got the EMF reader?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ik kom kusuma. Ik kom kusuma. Ik kom kusuma. Ik kom kusuma.
If there are any spirits or souls in this area that need deliverance, we are opening a portal with this light to deliver you.
And Ajaludu, spirit of protection, I ask you to be here now, standing before this gateway and allowing the spirits to enter, the ones that which desire to go and to be free. And also for your presence to roam these forests, Ajaludu, as a protector spirit, to be able to help those who've been stuck in the same old purgatory. That the energy of renewal and protection flow through here. And then not to be seen as a haunted forest, but a forest of light.
And as this frankincense and myrrh fills the air, may it cleanse and purify the area and enrich it with divine spiritual energy and divine light. And may Okie Pinokie become a spiritual forest of light and divinity.
And peace to all the Native Americans who are buried here, whether it's in the consecrated grounds or not the consecrated grounds, that peace be given to you and your entire tribe.
And peace to all the Native Americans that have dwelled on this land and the tribe of those natives. May this land become enriched with light and divinity, and may any spiritual disharmony be lifted, cleansed, purified, and sanctified.
Ik kom kusuma. Ik kom kusuma. This magnetism that's been created, this vortex of light and a gateway. Now spirits rush into it and be free, be liberated.
If there's any spirit or soul present that would like to communicate with us, We ask that you do so through this light, and that you make these candles flicker or send us a message through the candles or the smoke.
Or even the forest.
If any soul or spirit would like to be known, we ask that you make yourself known now.
Definitely feels a lot lighter right now. That black web in the center of the circle is also offered here, honoring the Indian burial ground, in honor to those who were murdered here and their lives taken away so with haste and too soon, and for peace for all those who were affected in the tragedies of loss. Any spirit that's been killed or been hidden, you are now free.
This land is now cleansed and purified. It is our honor to bring this sanctity to this holy land.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I kind of feel like get out of here. I'm serious. So we were doing the exorcism, and we said, give us a sign if there's anything like out there or here in the fire. And I said, or in the forest. And as soon as we did that, I don't know if it's coyotes or an owl, but they started kind of going wild, and I felt that. And honestly, after we got done closing up the ritual, it was like, just felt like now's the time to go.
Whether it was a soul, whether it was a nature spirit, it did communicate to us. And I feel like we did bless the land. So thanks for being with us on this journey, y'all.
Yeah, like this is something very sacred, and I want to keep doing this. We're gonna definitely get some night vision, and also be able to, a bigger crew and some night vision, we're gonna be able to do a lot more. But this has been very interesting. I'm excited to look over some of those voices and stuff we picked up, but thank you all so much. So what was really baffling to me on this experience was what happened with poop when we got back to the car. So as you could see in the previous video, poop was in front of my car probably about 6 feet, just like sitting down like this. And we got back to the car, and I didn't get this on film because honestly, my stomach dropped when I saw it. I couldn't find him, and it turned out he was up against my tire like this. And we didn't see any person. This place is in a very remote area. And so either a wild farmer decided to run up to my vehicle and put this rancor up to it as a joke, or a ghost moved it. And I'm not too sure what the conclusion is at the end of it, but Illuminate did not move it. So by that, I don't know. It felt weird. It felt like we were being watched as we were walking into the forest, like at a far angle. I don't know, by a person or a spirit. But definitely when we were coming back, the intensity was increasing. But to see that at my car tire, completely moved from where it was the most baffling experience I've ever had on any ghost investigation. So all I can say is Okie Pinokie, definitely haunted.